What's up, Internet? It's your boy Tanku, and today we're going to take on a major undertaking. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, join me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Heck, if you're even feeling froggy, when I tweet out this stuff with the videos, share it with people so we can get more people in here and to join the discussion. So with all that said, let's go ahead and we'll get started. Today, I'm going to be talking about what some people consider the king of Shounen. It was definitely part of the big three back in the day when the big three existed. Whether it's the king of Shounen or not, because there's a big debate between, this show and, Dragon Ball and everything like that. I'm not going to get involved in that. I just like the show. Of course, we are talking about Wan Pisu, or, as everybody knows it, One Piece. If you haven't seen One Piece or haven't started One Piece, if you want to, I think it's definitely worth doing. But just to forewarn you, it is a major undertaking because there's over 850 episodes at this point. They're getting close to 900 episodes of this anime. I started watching it when there was about 600 episodes out, and I've been steady with it ever since. I'm anime only on this one because if you look at the manga chapters, I'm like, ugh, I'm not gonna undertake that one. That would take me forever to do. So, with that said, it centers around what we call the Straw Hat Pirates crew. And so you have their captain, Monkey D. Luffy. You have their swordsman. I really like to consider him the vice captain because he really, there's a lot he does throughout the manga to submit him as that. And that's Zoro. We have the navigator, Nami. We have Usopp, who's considered their sniper. We'll say their sniper. Then there's Sanji, who is the ship's cook. Chopper, who is the ship's doctor. Robin, or Nico Robin, I just call her Robin, who is the archaeologist of the group. Frankie, who's the shipwright. Shipwright's the guy that takes care of the ship and makes sure it's in working order, stuff like that. Brooke, who is their musician or bard, I guess you could say, everything. And then there's another person that ends up joining. I don't want to say who it is because it literally just happened in the anime not that long ago, and so I don't want to get too far ahead of things on there. But it's basically about Luffy wanting to become the king of the pirates. And what it is the old king of the pirates, which is Gold Roger, I believe is his name. He was the king of the pirates. He got captured. And on his execution block, he straight up said, "Hey, everything I have amassed, all my wealth, all my treasure, it's out there. If you find it, you will become king of the pirates." And it's called the One Piece. And then they execute him, and that launches like a whole era of pirates out there. And so, again, Luffy wants to become king of the pirates, so it's about him and his adventures, going along, collecting his crew that he ends up getting with, and how he gets them. And this world is vast. I mean, it's huge. There's so many more characters that I can't even talk about because you have the four emperors of the sea, which you guys will get to eventually in the anime and stuff like that. It's just it's vast. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of characters people love. Alliances are made, stuff like that. I want to stick to Straw Hat Pirates because when you have a show that's this big and this large, people go, oh, it's too much, or do that. But I'm telling you guys, it's worth it, especially for some of the arcs that go on. I'm going to just tell you a few of the ones right here. The Nami's arc that happens pretty early on with Arlong and the Arlong Pirates is amazing. That arc will cement you like, oh, God, I love this show. It's so good. Sanji's arc that just happened is phenomenal. His little recruitment arc was cool, but what just happened with Sanji and the arc that happened with him is amazing. And my favorite arc is probably the Nico Robin arc. And it happens at Water 7, I want to say. That's where it starts. And so some of you who know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about. That's where we get Sogeking and the Going Merry fight. And so if you know, it's so good. It's pretty deep in there, but it's so good. And what why do people consider this king of the shonen? This does something. This show does something that, like, even Naruto didn't do. Bleach definitely didn't do, and Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Now I'm like, they kind of do it, but the reason why, I guess the argument would be to why this is king of the shonen is because they actually develop these crew members. You care about every single one of them. They're not just one-offs. Like, they get a little arc and then they're done, and then they're just in background while Monkey D. Luffy. While Luffy just takes care of everything and wins or anything like that. Luffy can't win without his crew, without his people supporting him. And they can't win without Luffy supporting him and encouraging him too. That's what's great about this one. Friendship plays a big role in here, but it's so great because the characters are there and they're not just in the background. You see them fighting. Like, even there's big wars that happen, big battles where they're all fighting together, or individually. It wasn't like in Naruto towards the end of Naruto when, they're in the war arc where you get a little bit here and there and then that's kind of it. No, you see full on when Luffy's fighting, he might be taking on the final boss, but then they're fighting everything else and trying to help and do things like that. And they all get arcs, and it's amazing how they do it. So what I would recommend to you guys is it's worth the time investment. I know it's going to be a huge time investment because, again, over 850 episodes. That's a lot of anime to consume. And I know not everybody has a lot of time, but I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. If you trust your old boy, Tanku here, definitely give it a watch. And so, with all that said, guys, I want to know what you guys think. Tell me, like, hey, Tanku, that's just... it's too much, man. Or, like, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think is the king of shonen. Like I said, I'm always available for discussion and talking to people. I've been doing it with you guys on Twitter and Instagram, and even here on the channel, in the discussions, in the comments. So please keep everything up, guys. And with all that said, of course, again, subscribe to the channel, guys. If you've seen this video, every subscriber helps. And like the videos, because that would help it get spread out there so other people can see it. Hit me up on the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And everybody have an awesome day.